Well, now, little Miss Muffett sat on her tuffet, drinking gasoline.
What?
When along came a spider with a cigarette lighter and blew her to smithereens.
Well, I like that.
How do you like that as a segue?
Boom.
Good one.
All right,
Yeah.
we're back with about bugs. We haven't even scratched the surface. You get the itch of me talking about bugs. So
Yeah.
we're scratching the surface right now.
Have you ever thought something was on you and it wasn't?
Oh, yeah.
Or have you ever had one of those, what's that grass that runs up your leg?
Dog fiddles?
No, the one that gets inside your pants and just runs right up your leg. It's a
What do they call that?
Grass?
yeah. It's
You can't walk across the field without them getting you.
Yeah, and you'll swear that boy, there's a spider.
Oh.
and I've seen
Pull your
people
britches off
right
out
in front of
there.
everybody
Yeah.
drop their
Yeah.
stores and sitting there knocking them off. And
That's
all it
right.
is a little I can't even what they call them now, but it's a wild grass, and it'll break off somehow, and it gets up in your pants leg.
I don't know how it works its way up.
It's
It's
like a
crawling.
hitchhiker. He's looking for a place to call his own.
That's right. He's getting a little too close to home for me. I don't want nothing running up my
You
hind
know,
leg.
we were talking about bugs earlier and eating bugs. I said I have 8, and then Luke's 8 mud bugs or crawdads
I've eaten
or
ants
crawfish.
just for the heck of it.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I've also ate snails.
No, my family eats them on cruises, that escargot.
Yeah.
Escargot.
Ain't going to happen.
Escargot. Well, there's so much garlic on them, you can't hardly
And
tell.
butter. And
Yeah.
it comes in these little trays. And
Yeah.
it looks like black snot to me. It's exactly what it looks like. And they're there sucking it down. And, like, get away
And
from
I
me.
suppose, by true definition, that shrimp and lobster are bugs.
Water bugs?
I don't know what an oyster is.
That's a hawker.
He's a glob.
That's a living hawker. Is what that is.
He's a glob. He's good eating though.
It's a loogie.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the garlic, you put enough garlic on anything, and it'll make it good.
I don't know about that.
I like garlic salt.
They say that about bacon. There's some things I don't think I want to try, no matter how much bacon you put on it.
Maybe. I'd try bacon before I would some things
Yeah.
on it. But you ever had a tick on you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had one for eons. In fact, I don't think I've ever had one. I've been in Florida half my life.
How long was they on you before you found it? Was they dug in, had the head
Oh,
buried
no,
in you, and
I've never-
starting to swell up?
I think there have been a few, but
Looks
a
like-
long time
Looks
ago.
like a watermelon seed hanging from.
Well, those are the ones you find in the dog ears.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And you know,
ears of a-
sometimes that they can get on a dog,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take a lot of them, but one gets in the right place,
That's
it'll
right.
paralyze him.
It'll
He
bring him
can't-
down.
He can't move.
That's right.
Well,
And you pull that-
Why is that?
I don't know.
Gets on a nerve. I
But you
guess,
pull
maybe.
that tick off of him,
Yeah.
and he gets up and
Yeah,
runs.
I've seen them
Springs
before. They're
alive.
down. It's generally in their ear, a certain area.
And I've
It
seen
must- it
some
must
old
be-
stray dogs that just were
eat up.
covered.
Yeah.
Eat up with them.
covered.
So that
with
must be an
ticks.
argument for where they put the pins in you.
Like acupuncture.
Acupuncture. Maybe it's just like it's a certain pressure or something, and that tick gets in a certain area, that like a nerve or something.
Yeah.
It's a certain
But
area.
they can put a
Boom.
dog. Well, and I've heard the same things happen to people.
Yeah.
That the tick get them in the right spot, and they just lays them
Well,
out.
what's the disease that tick?
Lyme.
Lime.
Lime. Not lemon, but lime. Lemon lime.
Lemon lime.
But,
But that's a really bad disease.
It is.
And
You can't get rid of that.
It affects you for
Yeah.
quite some time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think even when you get over it, something can happen and flare up again.
During break, we was talking about tarantulas. Y'all didn't hear about that. Let's go back to
Ooh,
tarantulas.
I had no idea. Well, I didn't know tarantulas were friendly guys.
Oh, they train
You
them.
can make
yeah.
them to be a pet.
Pets. They have pets.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
You can buy them in a pet store.
And somebody told me you only have to feed them about once a year.
Really?
I mean, you talk about a cheap pet. I don't know if you got to clean up behind it, put little newspapers down and stuff. I don't want to do that. But they say that tarantula, nobody's ever died from a tarantula bite. They may bite you, make you sick or whatever, but nobody's ever died from one. But we have this, thanks to
Fear,
Hollywood,
yeah.
all these horror movies
Yeah,
about
it's
these
the big
giant
tarantula,
spiders or whatever
yeah.
coming and getting you and eating you or whatever. But I just don't know if I could hold one and let it crawl around on me or whatever.
I know I can.
It'd be a creepy feeling.
I mean, you get a spider on me, or a spider gets on me.
Any spider.
I'm gonna fight. I'm like a ninja.
Even like a
I'm
little-
like a ninja.
Hi-ya!
I just going
Yeah.
crazy with it, And I when I was a kid, we used to, work cows and would ride out in the woods and all, and bay heads and stuff. And I remember one time chasing a cow through a bay head, and I came out on the other side.
Oh, boy.
and I bet you I had 500 banana spiders on.
That's a big
I
long
was
legged
totally covered in banana spiders.
I'd have paid a quarter to see that.
And I was fighting them and throwing them off of me and picking them off, and not one of them, I've heard they can bite you,
Tuck and roll.
but not one of them bit me.
Wow. I was laying in bed. You know those big brown ones that run across your ceiling, and you can hear them.
Wood spiders.
You can hear the wood print. You know,
you can hear their footsteps.
Thunk, 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 thunk. Well, I was laying in bed, and something landed on my face. I grabbed it, and I slung it against the dresser drawer.
Splat.
And I heard it go, thunk. Thinking, man, that thing had some substance to it.
Then he heard it crawling back towards him. I'll get you.
Yeah.
Heard the footsteps coming. Then when he got on the bed, he couldn't hear him. So he was
Did you
scared.
finally kill him?
Well, it was dark, and I only assumed it was a spider, because I was sleeping thinking, well, he hit that dresser, he's probably going to be out.
They call them wood spiders. I think is what they call them. They're big. They're almost big as your hand.
And you can hear them run. Boom, 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 boom.
How you can take one and pull 3 legs off of one side.
Yeah.
And leave 4 on one on the other.
And he runs in
Stomp
circles.
your foot and he runs in circles. I've heard that. I've never done it, but
Well, you know those daddy long legs you see aren't spiders.
right.
What are they?
They're daddy long legs. They're not spiders.
That's why they don't call them
That's not a
spiders.
spider?
No.
No, probably some far off relative or whatever. But
Spiders have to have 8 legs.
8 legs? Well, they have.
That's why they call them arachnids.
arachnids.
Well, what's it? Long Daddy? Long Daddy.
A long daddy.
Daddy Long they have.
6. I guess like a roach or something or other. I don't know.
KC, come back.
Speaking of roaches,
Oh, man.
Oh, God, that's the worst.
they taste bad. You know, a lot of people come to Florida, move to Florida, and they think they don't know the difference between a roach and a palmetto bug. They think they're one and the same. I guarantee you ever stomp a palmetto bug and
You'll
get a good
know.
whiff of that,
Yeah.
you'll know it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they distant cousins?
Probably.
Yeah.
I saw
Madagascar
a
hissing cockroach?
cake made like a
like
giant
a bat?
palmetto bug.
Yeah.
And you cut it out, it's like pudding inside. You have stomp on it. It looks just like vanilla pudding.
I've seen some cakes.
I'll send
made.
you a picture of that
Yeah.
cake too. You can put it on.
I don't think I could eat it. Do you think you could eat it?
No, I sent it to a friend of mine. She just moved down here and
Lord.
found a palmetto bug and was lamenting about it. So I sent her that picture and she freaked out.
You know the cabbage, swamp cabbage. They'll be full.
You'll
of
find them
I
in
mean,
there.
full of.
I know it, boy.
There's another roach type. It's called an Asian roach, and they're kind of white.
They're very pale. They're small.
Yeah, and a bug man was telling me that if they're in your house, they don't intend to be in your house. That they
want out.
accidentally got in there, but actually they are an outside bug.
Those are the best kind.
Yeah.
The outside bugs.
Yeah.
Get some little German ones.
But what
in
is
there,
a
you got
silverfish?
problem.
What is he?
He's a fish.
I hate.
No, he's a bug.
I
Oh,
hate
he's a bug.
silverfish. They will ruin your books and papers.
And they pinch, don't they? They bite.
No, I don't think
Well,
so.
roaches eat paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They'll
The silverfish are the worst,
They'll
I think.
tear a book up, man. Yeah.
Goodness.
I don't know what
When I was a
nutritional
little boy-
value they get.
When I was a little boy. All right,
and
Mel
the
boy.
devil called my name.
He said, Mel boy.
We lived in my mom. I had I was raised by a single mom, and we always lived in a Roach Hotel.
Roach Hotel.
And as a little boy, I'd save my money up in my piggy bank, and I'd save my money up to go buy a can of Black Flag or whatever the brand was. Raid. And I would come, I'd go to the store, I'd come back, and I'm thinking, I am going to get rid of those roaches because it's a never-ending fight. Because we lived in like an Archie bunker flat, and then right next door you got a flat just like it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't. If you get rid of yours, you're still going to have the next door neighbor.
You have your neighbor's roaches.
But anyway, I put up a big fight trying to get rid of those roaches in our house.
I think Mel boy probably
You
uses Raid for deodorant. Put it on every day to keep the
We
roaches
would
off
be
of him.
amiss if we didn't mention the fact that they used to manufacture gator roach hives right here in Arcadia.
They sure did.
Really?
It was the precursor to the
Roach Hotel.
Roach Hotel. They were made by the Gaskins family, right?
Whenever
here.
they started
Really?
having the
Were shipped
laws
out.
that changed what you can put in it,
Yeah.
the arsenic.
Yeah, the poison is what done them in. Speaking of poison, we did poison ourselves. We got to get out of here in just a few seconds. We'll be back in the short with the F-bomb. So we'll be back. Don't bug out on us.